Yo, what's happening? What's going on? Peace and blessings to everybody out there. This is Petey, better known as 600, with Yo Cup of Noodles. We about to react today on some conspiracy theories. Like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you see here just for entertainment purposes only. So, let's get it cracking.
They say every single holiday that we celebrate is celebrating one of the 7 deadly sins. Every single holiday.
Okay.
Think about it. So the easiest one, Valentine's Day, celebrates the sin of lust.
Lust. Okay, okay.
Christmas celebrates here. I'm gonna show you, bro.
Okay, let me see.
Check this.
Christmas.
It's a whole list.
This Christmas.
Okay, boom. Easy one. Ready? Valentine's Day represents lust for
Yeah.
obvious reasons. Now, Thanksgiving, that celebrates the sin of gluttony.
Gluttony, yeah, because you're eating.
Because you're eating a lot. You're overeating. You're taking too much more than you need.
Yeah.
Now, Christmas, what do you think that is?
Christmas. Greed?
Greed,
Yeah.
overconsumption, and excess.
Okay.
Right? Wanting more of something.
That makes
We're
sense.
celebrating gifts. We're celebrating gifts. We're not really even celebrating like the birth of Christ because people are so focused on the gifts and shit. Now, Easter. This one's interesting.
I don't know.
The holiday of Easter. What sin would it be?
I don't know.
Check this out. This one gets deep. So they say it's envy because the Romans were jealous of Jesus, so they murdered him.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Shit.
So St. Patrick's Day, it's sloth because
Why?
people get blacked out drunk.
Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Now Halloween is what? It's wrath. So scaring and hurting people for fun. With masks, it's wrath.
Oh.
So every single one of the holidays is like a
Yeah,
7
yeah.
of these things.
So you hear something really kind of weird?
I'm begging for it.
All right. There was a group of people that built an exact replica of the Ark of the Covenant. It took them 3 years to make. The chief architect chooses to remain anonymous. So they put the Torah, which is the Hebrew Bible, in the Ark of the Covenant. They just did that. And he said, quote, "When that Torah was put in this Ark, it became weaponized." This was probably the strangest part of this whole story. Do you know where this replica of the Ark of the Covenant was for 8 months before they brought it to Israel?
In Antarctica.
Trump's house, Mar-a-Lago.
No joke.
It was in Trump's house for 8 months before it was brought to Israel. Why
Donald
was it
Trump.
there? I don't.
That is insane.
I don't know what to make of it.
In the past 8 months, it's been in Florida.
Yeah,
Hurricane. We've had a pretty good year.
except all the hurricanes. I truly don't care how anyone voted. Just looking at face value, that's strange.
Oh, that's 100%.
Crazy. Donald Trump got his hands in on everything. If you ask me, let's make America great again. You dig?
Since God controls everything, anything in the world, why would he choose to show up as Jesus way back then? He could choose any time ever. Why did he choose that time? And that setting, that technology around.
No idea.
Check this out. It's perfect. Because imagine he showed up in the 2000s and there's already cameras and stuff like that.
No one would believe it.
No, everyone would believe it.
Oh, everyone would believe it?
Because there's footage.
Oh.
If I were to show, if I was like, yo, show me, what Kanye West exists.
Oh, you would show it on your phone.
Yo, there's content. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why did Jesus pick this time where there's nothing to
Back
prove?
here, there was no content.
Why? Because it takes a lot more faith to
To
believe.
believe.
And then this is the concept I gave, bro. I told him, let's say your homie wants to be a SoundCloud rapper, or he wants to be a rapper, a famous rapper, and right now he's a SoundCloud rapper. He's not getting any plays.
Yeah.
Right? If you give him faith and think he's gonna be someone huge, where he is right now, playing off SoundCloud, that would be very hard to give faith, right? But if you do have faith, that's strong as fuck.
Yeah.
Now, in the same sense, let's say homie has a feature with Drake. You're like, oh yo, yeah, he's gonna be big. Like I already know he's gonna be big.
Yeah.
How strong is their faith though? It's very easy to.
Way easier.
The harder part and the stronger faith is when believing in something when nobody else can.
I know it sounds crazy. At one point, some people are like, what's going on with Antarctica?
His squadron flew under the Earth, into the Earth. It turns into this lush and green area, and he can't even believe his eyes. But that's
Can we move there? Can we catch a flight and move to this newfound green, beautiful city? Can we move there? Because we need to get up out of here.
just the beginning of his extraordinary story.
Admiral Byrd was asked if he would mount a large armada and go for 4 months. It was supposed to be that they would go in December, January, February, and March, and there was a list of military goals that they were to achieve, but by the end of February, something happened.
Antarctica has always been known as a symbol of peace, protected by an international treaty forged at the height of the Cold War. But just before that treaty was born, a terrifying incident occurred. A massive U.S. military fleet pushed into the continent and was attacked by an unidentified, technologically superior force, forcing a retreat. This flips everything we thought we knew about the South Pole. Could it be that the superpowers didn't actually sign a peace treaty, but rather a truce with something that was already there? And what is the real secret they agreed to bury beneath the ice? All in the name of peace? Operation High Jump and what was left behind before the Antarctic Treaty imposed a fragile peace upon the world's southernmost continent. There was Operation High Jump. Launched in 1946, this American-led expedition stands today as the largest military force ever sent to Antarctica.
And what happened to them? They had to retreat because them aliens and them them other beings, they were on they ass. Oh, exit stage right. Let's get up out of here.
And I mean no disrespect, so y'all think Kobe dead? Yes or no?
Kobe?
Yeah, nobody seen him get on the plane. Did he disappear? Did he go to another island?
I think so. I think he got wiped out because of what a lot of people don't know. I'll say allegedly, but he was in a legal battle with a pharmaceutical company.
I ain't heard about it.
That's documented.
Right.
Yeah, but they were trying to fight over, I believe it was the Black Mamba name.
The product that was put into it, he wanted to be associated.
Right. So here's another thing, though, what a lot of people don't know. He was in talks with Saudi Arabia.
He was on the NBA team.
To do his own NBA team.
Yeah, Kobe was pretty much anti-NBA post-career broadcast and so on and so forth. It seemed like Kobe was just like done.
Imagine how dangerous that would have been. I mean, like threatening to the NBA that would have been. You think about it. Like Kobe starting, that's like Jordan starting his own league. Like it's over. It's literally over. That's literally one of the greatest players ever. Like it's game over.
And everybody's gonna follow him, right?
For
so
sure.
he probably would have gave better deals. He probably would have gave more exposure, more control of your IP. So again, if that happened, what does that mean for the NBA? So it's really odd on how all that went down, only because how low they were flying. Okay.
So you saying the crash shouldn't happen? It shouldn't have
It
happened?
definitely shouldn't have happened. I was on the scene actually when that happened. I was on the news. I was one of the first people there when Kobe, when it happened.
People could have survived, so you think something got blew up or something like that?
They
It
should
was
have been.
intentional.
Yeah, it was something to the intentional. I don't know.
My belief, allegedly, I'll say that.
Hey, with Kobe, love you, man. Rest in peace. It's one of those weird conspiracies, especially when the programming is already there and you've seen all of that. It's like,
Yeah.
was this written? I mean, I do say this. I say we're alive by promise.
I mean, why is it that right before he died, on his last game, they gave out Kobe helicopter toys?
Didn't that?
Now that's crazy. These higher up people that own everything, that control the world. Kobe was about to throw some salt in the game. You know what I'm saying? So they had to get rid of him. Or he's on an island with Bruce Lee, Tupac, Nipsey Hussle, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, somewhere out there in the ocean or something, just big and back. You feel what I'm talking about? We're about to see.
There are people living inside of the Earth. It's true. New information from NASA states that there is a large ocean beneath the Earth's crust, after scientists detected movement below the surface. Around 500 miles below, a large supply of water has been found stored in a rock named ringwoodite. But it gets even crazier. Scientists say that this rock is so huge that it contains 3 times the amount of water on the Earth's surface. This causes many to believe that there is more down there than we originally thought, possibly even civilizations. While the news of this discovery was over 10 years ago, it was never talked about. Is the government hiding this information from us? What do you think?
Definitely. The government hides everything. Our newspapers don't even tell us the truth when we had newspapers, right? I remember one time I went into a gas station like a Valero about 10, 15 years ago to buy a paper, right? And the news that they had written, the Pakistan dude had a Pakistani paper, right, from Pakistan or whatever, and it said completely something different than what our newspaper said happened over there. Propaganda, man, they lie about everything.
The more fascinating pieces of evidence in South America have come out recently about these channels and pathways that they've found in the Amazon that could not have been created any other way but by humans creating irrigation, humans creating, like, it appears like grids, like a city grid.
Definitely. The Amazon is a colossal mystery, and it's one of the subjects that I explore in depth in America before. First of all, to give some basic figures, the Amazon basin is huge. The Amazon basin is 7 million square kilometers in area. And within it, 5.5 million square kilometers remains almost entirely unstudied by archaeologists. And that's the 5.5 million square kilometers that is still covered by dense rainforest. And to put that into perspective, 5.5 million square kilometers is the size of the entire Indian subcontinent. So it's like saying, we've done world archaeology, but we've just ignored India, you know. We've done world archaeology, but we've just ignored the Amazon. It's the same argument. 5.5 million square kilometers. The view was, again, there was a dogma. There was a preconception. Human beings couldn't have flourished in the Amazon. It's not a resource-rich area. The soils are poor. It's a difficult area, challenging to get to, very far from the Bering Straits. So the view was that humans hadn't entered the Amazon until about 1,000 years ago. And then gradually, little by little, that view has begun to change. And it's begun to change because of the tragic clearances of the Amazon, because the Amazon rainforest is literally being cut down and turned into soybean farms.
Okay, this is a video you're going to want to bookmark, because you're going to want to come back in like a year or two from now, and you're going to be like, holy crap, Carl Crusher was right. He was right this whole time. Okay, so this is UFO disclosure for you here. We're going to make a future prediction, and you're going to be able to come back here and see that I'm right. So we all know about this new discovery of the pyramids in Giza in Egypt, how there's these columns that go down into these box rooms, and there's this big void underneath. They've just been talking about it on the Joe Rogan podcast and everything. And the engineers that are coming up with this radar technology and satellite technology in order to do this, they're onto it, and this is a real thing. So keep an eye on the Italian government. But here's the big secret. Down underneath the pyramids of Giza, at the bottom of that, is emerald runes, entire emerald runes. These are immortality chambers, resurrection chambers, and they were originally occupied in World War II by the Nazis that went down there a long time ago. So they're going to find stuff from the Nazi government and military down there, and they're also going to find entire emerald rooms, just like the Emerald Tablet of Thoth. And down underneath all of that, they're also going to find a giant UFO. They're also going to find a giant library that's down there, a library and a hall of records. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth specifically say that Thoth left his UFO, his spacecraft, underneath the Sphinx and underneath the pyramids. So stay tuned. It's going to be really cool.
What's crazy?
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
I just found out. You know those the Walmart brands of cereal, of like other products. You know how there's like Great Value and then the regular brand, right? So they have Cool Whip and then they have like regular whipped cream.
Yeah.
Did you know it's made by the same company?
Wait, the Great Value and the same one?
And the Cool Whip. So what Great Value does, they go to the same manufacturer, fam.
Yeah.
And they just get it made cheaper without that brand name. So that's why at Walmart, they always have like the Great Value version. It's all the same, bro. So what's crazy, the canned veggies, you know, like the can?
Yeah.
The big name brand is Green Giant, made by Green Giant. Even the Great Value.
It's made by Green Giant?
Same
Why
shit.
do they do that?
The cereal, same thing. Now there's this store called Aldi in the States.
Okay.
Now this store is known for like, we have the best products that match up to the big name brands. That's how they promote their store. If you go into Aldi, they have this brand called Millville, right? And all of their cereals are offshoots of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, offshoots of Cookie Crisp, offshoots of Rice Krispies, and they look so similar, all by Millville. The real name brand is made by General Mills. So they dug deep and found out that Millville is the same thing as General Mills.
What?
It's the exact same. They've been lying this whole time.
Damn.
So it's the same cereal, exact same taste, everything. Even the Doritos there, even the fruit roll-ups there, even the Pop-Tarts.
Wait.
It's all made by the same manufacturer. We just choose to buy the name brand because that's what we're fed.
Wait, but they taste the same or no?
They taste the exact same. They taste the exact same.
So you're telling me if I eat a no-name brand Dorito,
yeah,
and it'll taste the same?
It will taste the exact same.
Hell to the no. I don't believe that part, but my parents, you know what I'm saying, told me, we're going to buy Western Family, or whatever the shit was called back in the day, instead of the name brand. Like, still to this day, my wife, she thinks that you got what is it, Great Value sugar, and you got CNH. She thinks she can tell the difference. If I just put it in a cup and, you know, and let her taste it. You know, she got it right a couple times, but I think that was just luck. But as far as generic cereal and generic Doritos, to me, they don't taste the same. They're a little bit more stale than the other ones. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that.
So I saw a video that said that on August 12th at 7:33 Pacific Standard Time, the two black holes are going to have a gravitational intersection at Earth and stop gravity from working for 7 seconds, and then everything will rise about 20 meters and then plummet back to the ground. But I don't hear anybody talking about the ocean. Water would rise out of the ocean 20 meters and then plummet back down.
Because it ain't going to happen, bro.
I don't even want to know what that would do with tsunamis in the atmosphere itself of the Earth by gravity also. Is it going to go away for a minute and come back when gravity recovers? Something nobody's mentioned that I've heard on these conspiracy theory type videos. So if gravity's gone, you don't just fly up into the air unless it's a centrifugal force of the Earth spinning that would cause everything to start moving outward. But the biggest question I got is what happens to the orbit of Earth? If there's no gravity, of like screw up the rotation of the Earth, like move the poles to new locations. It changed the entire planet. And I'm not saying I buy into this conspiracy theory that I've seen videos on. I just think it's interesting to think about outside the box what would actually happen. It would be crazy. Drop it in the comments. What do you think would happen? I'm not an astrophysicist by any means, so I'm just thinking about things that probably would never occur.
You said probably would never occur. It's not going to occur. It ain't going to happen. When we going to stop believing everything that they say? What is that big spaceship thing that was supposed to crash into it or something, getting our, close to us, a three-eye atlas, whatever you call it? Bruh, okay. I ain't seen shit. Did you? You know what I'm saying? What happened to back in the day, Y2K, when all the power's gonna go out and we gonna have like everybody going crazy like a purge. Man, if we don't stop believing these people, make it make sense, because it really don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? Press on and move on.
So, are we just gonna ignore that the CIA has done experiments on our minds? Like, really, how powerful are we? There was testings of our minds on thousands of Americans. Astral projection, telekinesis, telepathy. Our minds can create split personalities. There was a report of a German woman who had never left Germany, who had split personalities, and she started speaking fluent French out of nowhere. Could this woman have possibly connected to her past lives, where she was a French woman? In astral projection, you can travel through time. Do we fully understand what we're dreaming? Is it us traveling to different dimensions, different worlds while we're asleep? Do we really understand what we're capable of? Certain people can harness advanced brain power. Unexplained videos of people lifting rocks out of the ground. Movies of people having superpowers. Even in TV shows. People who are planning to get money, whatever they want, through a mind trick called manifestation.
Well, I'll tell you something about me, a secret. And I had this gift ever since I was a kid. I'm an energy healer. You know, I can manifest energy, and if your back hurt or you got a headache or something, I can take that away. I can give you comfort, you know, with the energy. You know what I'm saying? The chi inside of me, the energy. I think they call it Reiki or something to that nature, but I'm an energy healer. Been that. On everything.
Can this prove that we are multidimensional beings? Loud pitch ringing in our ears that are unexplainable.
Beep.
Is schizophrenia people's minds being disturbed by negative entities? Why does our brain cells look like the universe? We have to stop thinking that everything is physical. Some people feel that we actually don't have a soul. But according to CIA documents, there are so many things that our soul can do. So what do we really know about brain power? Just my thoughts, though, so y'all stay dangerous.
Standing here in front of Southwest Tea Programs Casa Padre, and this is a former Walmart that has been turned into a center for children. So behind those doors inside that Walmart are apparently many hundreds of children. I don't know how many, but why are they there?
Lisa Haven here. What you just saw was Senator Jeff Merkley attempting to enter a detention facility, also known as a Walmart, that has been converted into a detention facility, where he attempts to go in and enter there in Brownsville, Texas, to check out the state of the hundreds of children that are inside that building in cages. Now, before I get to the rest of the story, I want to share with you a few details. On my channel and multiple other channels, we've talked numerous times about how they are converting the Walmarts to FEMA camp. Back in 2010 and 2014, when we reported on this. We were just labeled conspiracy theorists and told that they just had plumbing issues. As you can see on this map of Walmart, these are various Walmarts that have closed in different areas, but they were all claimed at the time due to plumbing issues, when in reality, they formed a marriage with Homeland Security. And yet again, here we have conspiracy theorists proven right. These facilities are being used to house immigrant children, and it comes up time and time again. And Walmart is in bed with Homeland Security. But back to the Jeff Merkel story so you get an overall idea. Well, as you know, he attempted to go into this Walmart, and access was denied ultimately. When you go to his Twitter page, here's what he tweeted about recently. And he says, I was barred entry, asked repeatedly to speak to the supervisor. He finally came out and said he can't tell us anything, and the police were then called on them. Then he goes on to state that children should never be ripped from their families and held in secret detention centers. RT, if you agree, this is wrong. Now here's the actual footage of him being denied access.
Hello, yes, can I go in with you, please?
No, sir, you cannot go in with me.
Oh.
You cannot be here for private.
And let me introduce myself. I'm Senator Jeff Merkley from Congress. And my team contacted this facility and asked for permission for me to come and see what is going on inside with these children.
Well, we don't have any permission on that, so I'm going to have to ask you to wait for
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not going to give a statement right now. I already gave you
Well,
guys
not
the
statement,
number.
I just want you to explain the new set of children.
They'll be able to provide you the information. Who is the person that you spoke with that agrees to that?
The young lady who answered the phone when I called this number said the supervisor would come out and talk to us.
Now let's take this just a step further. Please keep in mind that while this footage happened recently, pictures of inside Walmarts have been leaking since 2014. Here's a few images from the Nogales Center that were leaked back in 20.
A conspiracy theory that I 100% believe in is that this weather is being engineered.
Absolutely.
This is just for fun and games, so please don't take this video down. The weather is being engineered, and this just further points that we're in a simulation.
Yeah.
I've seen all types of crazy shit. Like, I've seen it snow, rain, lightning, and thunder all at the same time here in Colorado. Today, I was driving down the street. It was 1 degree outside. There was no rain in sight, and I saw 2 rainbows. All the crazy weather that be happening, I definitely believe, like, it is definitely engineered. And also, like, all the viruses that are popping up, I feel like the GOV is definitely putting that out there, and that's a form of population control. But my biggest, those are the 2 theories that I believe, that the GOV is creating these viruses and releasing them onto the people to see what type of effect they got. Probably something huge that they're building in some sort of factory somewhere. They say they closed down Area 51, but I don't believe that either. I feel like, you know, they're experimenting on us, and it shows just by all the sicknesses that are around, all the mental issues, the mental health issues that is going on here in America. Clearly, we're in a mental health crisis era. Y'all let me know what theories you guys believe in, that, you know, you feel strongly about, that you already know some shit is up.
Did you know?
Well, I tell you what, it's crazy how one day it's sunny in the morning, by noonish, it's raining, cats and dogs outside, and then it's foggy again by 6. Then at nighttime, it's raining and thundering real bad throughout the night. Then when we wake up, it's sunny again, and the same routine over and over and over again. I believe that it's they messing with the motherfucking weather. They control it like they control everything else. Remember, this video for entertainment purposes only, for shits and giggles.
Well, these are the people who knew too much and were silenced. Michael Jackson, 25th of June, 2009. It's said that Michael uncovered secrets about a dark network involving high-ranking politicians and minors. The official version states he died from an overdose while trying to sleep that night. But how credible is that explanation? Barnaby Jack, 25th of July, 2013. This famous hacker shocked the world when During a conference, he demonstrated how some could manipulate pacemakers to cause clean, undetectable deaths. Just days later, Barnaby was found dead in his apartment. A simple coincidence, or was he silenced for what he knew? Daphne Caruana Galizia, 16th of October, 2017. This investigative journalist exposed secrets about the elites and the controversial Panama Papers. Her research placed her in direct conflict with powerful figures. Shortly afterwards, a bomb in her car ended her life. Is it really just a coincidence that all these people met such fates, or did they uncover something they were never meant to know? But what do you think, Comet Silence? If you want me to keep exposing the hidden truth...
Tell me what you think. Is there any possible way that you think he killed himself?
No.
Okay, why?
First of all, according to the reports I heard, the two officers who were supposed to be watching him were on overtime. They were extremely tired and fatigued. Allegedly, they fell asleep, falsified written reports, and the second thing was that the camera supposedly went out. To me, that's too coincidental, in my opinion. First of all, if I was in charge here, and I had a guy like Epstein, I would have an officer right outside his cell. Right outside his cell, watching him nonstop, making sure that chest was going up and that chest was going down. If that officer needs to be relieved to go to the bathroom for any purpose at all, he face-to-face relief where somebody else comes, sits in that seat, and does the same exact thing. How do the cameras go out? Why do you move the guy's cellmate out a couple of days before for reasons unknown and not replace him? Why would you have someone like that alone? I'd rather have somebody else in there as an extra set of eyes and ears to keep an eye on Epstein. Because, you know, we had workers in corrections. We had suicide aides. In New York City Corrections, I remember paying inmates 30 cents an hour to be suicide aides. And their whole job was to make sure that inmates who were new to correction settings wouldn't hurt themselves. I would put a suicide aide in there and have him watch the guy all day long. So, I mean, I just think he had too much information on people, and as a result, that resulted in someone taking his life. I don't think he committed suicide.
The fallen angel statue discovered in Russia.
What?
This is the creepiest thing I've seen in a good minute. There's these dudes, Russian dudes. They work in a gravel quarry or something, and they're just digging, and they found this ginormous statue of this crazy, evil-looking angel with its like hood down, but like its eyes, and it's these giant wingspan things, and it's like holding a shield, and it was kneeling. It's these dudes standing up beside this statue. Their heads didn't even go past the statue's head, and it was kneeling down.
Ew.
And it looks, the detail on it is like exquisite. Like it looks like a angel or man thing.
Oh, wow.
That was like frozen in time, like fell in a concrete bath or something. And so what does that mean?
That's like the start
Don't
of a
know.
scary movie. They're gonna go put it in a lab and they're gonna soak it in like acid or something.
That's a scary. No.
Yeah, that's.
Have you heard of the Terracotta Army?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In China?
yeah.
Dude, that is crazy.
I wanted to talk about that a long time ago.
Dude.
They say every.
Now, this is where the video is going to end, but let me comment on that the angel thing. That ain't the first, and that ain't going to be the last. You're going to find something. And it means something. But they, the archaeologists and the people of power ain't going to let us know shit. Like all the time. They're going to feed us some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave comments. Let me know what you think about these little conspiracies going on. Are they true? Are they false? What's your opinion? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to make a video every day. My backgrounds are getting better. I just got to figure out how to make my lighting more better. I got hella studio lights. I just got to learn how to use them and how to use all the adjustments. But thanks for tuning in. And I'm doing my best. I'm going to keep it myself. No video editing. None of that. So what you see is what you get. Alright? Peace. Till tomorrow.